We're gonna talk about the match.
The match. Let me
The
get.
6 out of 4.
Wait.
Hands up, don't shoot.
Somebody finally learned their lesson.
I can't breathe. Can I culturally appropriate anymore?
Go ahead.
Protest.
Hello there.
Hi. Should we clap sync?
No.
Okay.
That'd be smart. We are here on the road to Smarkdom. Sometimes solid cement, solid asphalt, sometimes dirt. This time, I think it's paved with gold, according to some people. The match we're talking about today is Kazuchika Okada, Okada Kazuchika, if you care about respecting people's culture, versus Kenny Omega at Wrestle Kingdom 11. This happened January 4th this year, and do you want to give your thoughts first, or do you want the backstory?
I'd like the backstory.
Okay. So the backstory is that New Japan Pro Wrestling is going global. It was going global at this time. Now it is kind of global with the creation of their streaming service that I pay for every other month, and the English commentary options, and recently having shows in America, particularly Los Angeles, which is the precursor to their big tournament called the G1, which the winner of the G1 gets the title shot at Wrestle Kingdom that upcoming January, which in 2015 Kenny Omega won, which get granted the shot at this match. So that's the story of New Japan. They need a face to go in this expansion, and from Okada's standpoint, he has been groomed to be like the next company's John Cena, Stone Cold type, like be the face of it within Japan. From years and years ago, like been 10 years of this. Like at one point, he like came in as a rookie called a Young Lion. Then they sent him over because they weren't satisfied. Sent him over to TNA in America. Was there for about a year. Came back, and then he like won 4 heavyweight championships. Now he's in his 4th reign. Kenny Omega, his story is pretty interesting. From wrestling blow-up dolls to little girls to being like the leader of the most powerful faction since the mid-90s. He's been putting on great matches, been really entertaining, has a very entertaining YouTube channel, I believe, as well. And he's also on the Up Up Down Down gaming channel time to time if you're interested in that. And all this, he's been like, all this stuff, he's been doing like crazy comedy stuff, serious stuff, and all this is leading up to the match he had. I felt really changed, like really started off his year in a good way, even though it happened like in July. It was a ladder match versus a guy named Michael Elgin, which was a great ladder match. Then he won the G1 tournament and had a great match with Tetsuya Naito. We might watch that somewhere down the line. And he beat Hiroki Goto in the finals, which Hiroki Goto is things he's never won. It's the big one, so we might get into that later. But that's the reason why he's the perfect face is because he can speak English and Japanese both fluently. So yeah.
Yeah, they talked a lot about that.
Yeah, even though you don't need to know Japanese or a language to watch wrestling. Anyways, thoughts?
So I know you said this was the greatest match ever.
I didn't say that. That's what other people have said.
Okay, you've quoted those other people as a way to hype me up for this. And
yes.
Meltzer?
Meltzer, yes.
What's his first name?
Dave.
Dave Meltzer. Okay. He gave this what, like 6 out of 4?
6 out of 5.
6 out of 5.
Yeah.
Okay. He's broken his scale quite a bit.
Yes, multiple times.
Multiple times.
Like at least 20.
So it's not that it's meaningless, but
it's unnecessary.
It's
unnecessary.
Yeah, it's unnecessary. I just couldn't. I couldn't get into this match that much. I couldn't. It was a good match. It was a great match, but it just didn't keep my interest where I could sit down and watch the full hour in one sitting. Maybe that's just me, but I think I lost a little bit when I would like have what I would pause and then come back in like 20 minutes after like.
That's not how it's supposed to do.
I know. I've never had to sit through an hour-long match before. I think all my matches have been like 15
to
30 minutes max.
So, yeah, the first time I watched, I'm like, man, this is going on for quite a bit. When I started watching this, the sun wasn't even close to rising. Now it's like beaming in my face. This is something I haven't really thought. I never watched a match this long before. And, you know, I watched it multiple times. The last couple times I've been able to sit through the whole thing. Because I could tell that they're trying to build to something. And I could see how if you watch American wrestling, it's never this long normally, so we don't have like the same mental endurance to watch the whole story unfold at once. Some I personally had to build up to. But the match itself, when you did watch it, like how many pieces did you watch it in?
I think it was like 2.
Okay.
Technically 3, but like one of them was I went to go to the bathroom, but that took a little longer because I was called away to help with the car.
Okay.
So it was like 2.5 pieces
Okay.
because it wasn't my usual break. But it was, like 30 minutes one, 25 and 5.
All right.
About.
Go on then about your thoughts.
There were a lot of good moves. Tables were used. One particular table was just completely obliterated.
Yeah. Oh,
with Okada.
Yeah.
I would not know how to get up from those moves.
Yeah.
I saw the one-legged angel a couple of times.
Yes. Well, he never got it off. Story of the match, never was able to get it off.
Thought he got it off once towards the end.
Nah, he tried to slam him down, but Okada landed on his feet.
Yeah. Because there were a couple times where I'm like, I can hear the announcers calling this a one-legged angel, but it doesn't end like I've seen one-legged angels do, such as in Manic Meats, my career. So I don't know if like that. I guess that technically doesn't count as him landing a one-winged angel.
Yeah, he never landed because he always got reversed and landed on his feet, or he got down, or Okada got down. Yeah.
But like some of the landings still looked painful, just not as painful.
Yeah. Plus, like, to land the guy on his like neck and head and everything. So, yeah.
A lot of brutal hits.
Those knee strikes, when they hit the meat and it makes that awesome clap noise. I love that. Yeah. Oh, he has the best knee strikes. And I wrote down like every big move. I'm not gonna go through everything, but it was definitely a tell of like the beginning. They're exchanging holds, and Kenny Omega seems to have the upper hand. But like that was like for 10 minutes. Then Kenny Omega is like, "Fuck it, I'm going out of this ring. I need a breather." Tries to bait Okada out, gets chased, but doesn't matter because he got hit with a drop kick. And like the second part is everything leading up to that first dive that Kenny Omega does off the top rope, like the moonsault over the barricade. And that starts the last act where they're basically trying, like every move starting to matter, and like the slightest mistake or you're not being able to get your finisher off is the difference. And Okada has like a really shitty finisher. You know what it is?
I don't remember what it's called.
But like it was called the Rainmaker. It's a wrist lock lariat or clothesline. It's just really
yeah.
Well, he did. I'm not mad that Kenny Omega lost because he hit him with 2 power drivers and one was spinning.
Yeah.
That one, the last one. Yeah. And yeah, I feel like Dave Meltzer gave this match 6 stars because, for one, he has a bias towards Japanese wrestling, which is just obvious.
He claims it wasn't because of that bias.
Well, let's say for every Japanese match, he gives it another 0.5 stars if it's on Japanese. So, I mean, it would have been above 5 in his arbitrary rating system, but still, he felt that's one reason. The other reason why is because we do not see matches like this anymore. We do not see it drawn out, beginning, middle, and being the culmination of a very long-term storyline, which is still going on right now. This started like G1 finals were like September, October, and then their last match they just had. It's not going to be the last one. I don't think was happened in June. And they had a exactly 60-minute match tie, the 60-minute time limit. And Okada was going for the pin after doing a big move. It was like he didn't even get the pin off, and the time ran out. And that was cool. But you just sat there an hour just to see the tie. I can see how that could be infuriating, but I don't know. I took note of the entrance though. How do you feel about Kenny Omega's mannerisms?
Okay. Don't hate me.
I won't. Good.
Kind of skip the openings.
Oh, okay.
So it's like 4 minutes. 3 to 4 minutes.
You just chipped off 4 minutes off this hour-long video I showed you.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
I am going to watch the match again because I know I should. But I just couldn't I couldn't get that whole thing digested properly in time for this.
Alright, that's fine. But when I was watching the entrance, I took, like, obviously, well, not, you didn't watch it, but it was like the Terminator, that scene from Terminator, like, oh, take your clothes, give me your clothes or whatever.
That, yeah.
And,
Had the plastic thing?
yeah.
Because I caught a little bit.
But
Skip it.
before that, they had like a little pre-film scene, and he was butt naked. Didn't see his dingus or his butt cheeks, but he was,
Darn.
yeah, I know, damn shadowing. That's why I turned that exposure up so you see dingus. But he asked a couple Japanese guys, "Can I have your clothes in English?" And then he said in Japanese, and the crowd kind of goes, "Oh," because his thing was, "I'm not going to speak Japanese to y'all because y'all don't deserve it or whatever."
Wow.
Yeah, you went to Japan, became a big star just to disrespect them. Thanks.
Fair enough.
So yeah, that was cool. And then his entrance theme heavily influenced. Some people call it copyright infringement of Sephiroth's theme from Final Fantasy VII. It has like the same. The first like 20 seconds definitely is, and then it goes and peters off, do his own thing. And then he's wearing half like a Terminator mask, and he had a model 1887. I don't know. It's like I don't know what he's trying to do there, but then Okada's entrance, he just looked cool. Had that cool little belt, kind of money falling. He's the rainmaker, making it rain on all the people of Japan. A really cool jacket.
Hundreds of thousands of Okada bucks.
Yes, Okada.
What they said.
And like each one, it says 10,000 yen. So that's worth a lot of money. Yeah, a lot of. When I watched the match, I was just trying to get down every big move, and I did. And I'm thinking, they didn't have. I didn't feel like they had. I feel like this match could have been. It ended up being like 45, technically. I think it could have been 30. You could have. This is like my same thing with the CM Punk match we watched in the first episode. It could have the between the beginning, the middle, and between the middle, and could have chopped it down a little bit.
It was 54. 54 minutes.
The match?
Yeah.
Really?
The pin came at like 54, 53, 26.
Well, that's the video link though, because you skip like the entrance happened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that subtracted stuff too. So I think technically it was 45, 46, and like you look on Wikipedia or whatever. Anyway, I think it could have been chopped down a lot. I know people want to see like a long match to end it off, but I don't think they'd be that disappointed because it was already a 5-hour show. It was a great show though. Like every match was fucking fantastic. I don't know. I want to show you some more Japanese stuff. But you know, it's all up to you. You can give me your final thoughts and you can move on what you want to see next.
Is there any difference in like rules and ring setup? I noticed the ropes, like the turnbuckles was like a single thing. That's a very minor thing, but are there any other differences with like how it's?
Yeah. The ropes, depending on like the promotion, the ropes can be like, I know back in the day some people use elevator cable, which is really dangerous. Shouldn't be doing that.
Sounds like it would be.
I don't know if it's rope now, but I think it's a similar material than WWE has. Turnbuckles, like you said, different. They're more soft because they have the big pad there. But they still have like the same turnbuckle spot when they take the pad off and hit somebody here. They still do that though.
Okay.
And the count out thing, instead of being 10, they do 20, but count twice as fast.
Which is whatever.
I guess it adds more suspense when you're saying 19. They come in instead of saying 9. Oh, you're in. Because you have like between 19 and 20 is technically quicker. So you have less time if you're at 19. It adds more drama, I guess. But anyways, different rules. Not everything else is pretty much the same. But time limits, that's it. Every match has a time limit. WWE, it doesn't. Which it should, because that could be another story device. Without anyone having to technically lose, you can have a lot more ties on like Monday Night Raw and SmackDown without having like cheating finishes, which is actually infuriating.
Okay.
Yeah. So, any other questions though?
No, I think I had one, but I lost it.
Maybe you can go find it. But yeah.
It was a good match.
It's a good match.
I'm not saying it's not a good match, but it didn't work the same for me as it did for a lot of other people.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
People.
I don't have as much of a connection to it.
I think like the mainstream wrestling fan, once you go see this, and it's something so different from American wrestling, is well, people that watch WWE, they're like, oh my God, this is something. It's great. It's a great match from anyone's perspective, but it's something different. So it added that extra little stank in the rating for them, I guess, saying, oh, greatest match ever. Moving on to the next match. What do you want to watch next?
It's up to you.
It's up to me. What? It's always the hardest question to determine. There's so many great matches over the years. Would you rather somebody completely new?
Sure.
Okay.
And something closer to what we've watched previously, like time-wise?
Okay. I'm about to give you Chris Benoit, but he died in 2007, so okay.
No, I'm not. I mean, like, time length of the match-wise.
Okay.
Like, I don't want another 45, 50-minute match.
Okay.
2 in a row would be a pain.
Chris Benoit. I always wanted to see Chris Benoit versus Brock Lesnar, but they never faced each other, I don't think.
Seriously?
Yeah, they were tag teaming for a little bit, and that's scary. You know, dude
Do
murdered.
that?
Huh?
Do that?
I mean, it's not an epic match. It's probably like 12 minutes. That's the problem with showing you the single matches. They have to all be like main events. Because we can't just talk about, John Cena versus Dean Ambrose in an 8-minute SmackDown match. I mean, give us something to talk about, but it'd be really short.
Zack Ryder wrestles a table for 5 minutes.
There is stuff like that. Like I said, Kenny Omega and the Blow Up Doll, and a 9-year-old girl had a guy named Joey Ryan who beat a guy with his penis.
Wait, Joey Ryan used his own to beat a guy.
Like a guy went to go do like a low blow, like to cheat, but then he grabbed it and then he was like, my wrist, He was grabbing his dick and he was beating him at a shrink contest with his dick.
What? Let's not go there.
We're not. I mean,
let's stay far away.
Far away. Chris Benoit has some really great matches, but I don't want to disappoint you. I really don't. Because
you're not going to disappoint me.
Okay. Well, here we go. This is something that WWE wants to excise. Well, they have excised it completely from their history besides actually scrubbing the video. It was WrestleMania 2004. Right? Yeah. Chris Benoit versus Triple H versus Shawn Michaels for the World Heavyweight Championship.
So it was a 1v1v1 or a tag team, like a handicap?
It was a 1v1v1.
Okay.
Shawn Michaels, this was 2 years after, or a year and a half after the match I showed you. And that whole time, they're just brutalizing each other, doing bloody steel cage matches, elimination chamber matches. It was a lot of stuff between them, and had that rivalry going on. And during like the backstory to that is, Shawn Michaels and Triple H are focusing on each other. That's before the match. They were focusing on how they're going to take down each other, and they just thought Chris Benoit was an afterthought. But Chris Benoit's like...
Chris Benoit's never an afterthought?
He really shouldn't be. You're underestimating him. He's going to freaking club you with his big old thick forearm and kill you. Literally. Anyway.
Too soon.
Too soon?
Not soon enough.
Yes. We should have been doing this in 2007, the day before he died. Anyways.
Like the Wikipedia article. But that's a story for another day.
Well, we're going to move on to the outro now. Goodbye. See you later.